At Broncos Stadium at Mile High. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the Denver Broncos. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Black 80! You gotta get the ball, D, get the ball.
A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
65, 65. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want it. Hey, alert 3. Mike, 5.
There's Garoppolo to throw. And this is Ertz with it, right side. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He gets it to Brown, complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 23 yards on the play.
Here we go. Like 20.
A good grab there by the former Central Michigan man, Antonio Brown.
And he ate up some real estate on the catch, too, didn't he? I think the most impressive part of it, though, if there's a chance for him to get the football, even though he was covered well, he somehow finds a way to get it.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try the left side with Coleman. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Of course, remember last week, week number 1, quite the opener for him. NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he does not want to be a flash in the pan. He wants to have that type of a game each and every week. Let's see if he can get a second award in week 2 of the season.
Garoppolo on first down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. The 2017 All-Pro Darius Slay there in coverage, knocking it away.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Hey, gun. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 12, fellas, here we go.
Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. Going for it all. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
White. Hey, exit. I got you. Go on. Hey, 58's the mic. Go 58's the mic.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
Ready? Who waiting? Check 53 is mine. I'm off. You better. Wait.
A look at Kerryon Johnson, second-year man out of Auburn. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 35. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
At the Bears' 33-yard line.
Ready? Black 22. Don't get nervous. Green, triple C. Check. Come on. Sunday. Hayward. Green, triple C. Let's go.
On second down at 4, Winston. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play, first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game, 1st and 15. Now Winston. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
Ready?
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Watch the screen.
12-yard line.
Here's the second year back from Southern Miss, Ito Smith. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it with a third down and less than a yard.
Let's go. Easy. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
3rd and inches, they just hand it to the big battering ram there. That's football 101, isn't it? That's bread and butter. Turn around and hand it to the big fella and let him get forward for a first down.
Check 59.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. So first down went the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to throw now. Winston. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Austin Hooper, his first touchdown of the new season, and the Broncos have taken the lead. Dawson tacks on the point after, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, it's Dawson on to kick it away. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Here we go. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Coleman now. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
On 2nd and a yard. Garoppolo over the middle here to Brown. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A gain there of 21 yards.
And the Bears' 1st down.
Here we go.
A first trip to the red zone for the Bears. It's 1st and 10 from the 12.
Hey, box drop. 26 Mike.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Antonio Brown, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have retaken the lead. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead is now 10-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
On 2nd and 11 now. Winston. He sets to fire deep. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the 1st half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He finds an opening past the 40. He's got Evans. And he's all the way up to the 39-yard line that time. First catch there for Evans, good enough for a 1st down. 2 minutes remaining in the 1st half, 10-7, our score. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
53's the mic. 53's the mic. Follow. I'm coming.
On 2nd and 11 now. Winston. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Mike. Ready. Blue lady. 53. Mike. Here we go. Wait. Check. 53.
On 3rd down, Winston. Evans has it left side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver 1st down.
Number 53. Mike 53. Check. He's coming. Wait.
On 1st and 10, Winston. Well, it's caught on the right side at Smith. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
53 to Mike. 53. Let's go now.
Again, it's Winston. The open man is Westbrook. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 11 yards there, 1st down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you?
53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike.
Winston now to throw on 1st down. Looking for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. He was looking for Brashad Perriman. That'll bring up 2nd down.
That's ready. Black 53. Mike, number 53. Mike 53. Here we go.
Jameis again. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the 1st half. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Hey, Delta. Hey, gun. 21.
To throw is Garoppolo. It's caught by Quincy Enunwa. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half.
White. Formation. 12.
Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
13.
Back to the air on 2nd. It's Garoppolo. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. He's going deep for Brown. That's going to be caught. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Prater for the extra point. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready, black 25, check 53. I don't even know why this team showed up.
A first down throw for Winston. And finding the tight end Hooper. A gain of 6 there on first. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 44-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll throw again. Winston. And now he'll turn, and off his back foot, he'll heave this deep. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. To the air again with Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The big man, P.J. Hall, had the path to the QB there. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Winston. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
He was taken down by Quentin Dunbar.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. Because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Switch. 21. Here we go. Flag. Go.
Snap comes at 1. Garoppolo. Anuno's got it. Complete. And I think the ball's out. It's picked up by the Broncos. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Ready?
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On second down, Johnson. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Watch twins.
Staying on the ground, this time it's Smith. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Again, it's Smith. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Darquez Denard there defensively.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here we go.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And some room to roam now. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A huge play there for Chicago. 45 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now. 1st and 10. Coleman. And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Welcome back now to Denver. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
You ain't doing nothing today. Hey, Alpha.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. There's the first NFL catch for the former Stanford man, J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
This one taken from the 7. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Ready? Black 25.
Here we go, D. Here I come.
1st down, Winston. Throw right side to Perriman, and it's caught. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
The open man is Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down. Jameis now on first down. Over the middle to Smith. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. Oh, look over the middle, and he's got Perriman. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Throwing again on second down. Winston. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. Through an opening, and there he goes. The 20, 10, touchdown, Chicago. Tevin Coleman, 87 yards. And the Bears will add on to their lead. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And Winston lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 9.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 9. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. 20 yards on both of those plays back-to-back there. They are moving now. It's another first down. On 1st and 10, Winston. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Max Crosby in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career. Throwing on 2nd and long. Winston. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Winston. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Brashad Perriman, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Broncos get a bit closer. Extra point try now for Dawson. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Next to score, Bears 31, Broncos 17.
After the touchdown, it's Dawson on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
On first down, Coleman. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Chicago. Tevin Coleman with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Bears will extend their lead. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule, because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Ready. Blue ready.
Check. 53's mine. Go.
Come on. Sunday. Let's go.
They'll start on the ground. It's Ito Smith. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Throwing, Winston. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they could look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Bears, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get another road date next week, as their opponents will be the Washington Redskins. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.